So when should you amend versus restate your trust? It's a tough question. If you're going to make a significant change about who your beneficiaries are, you're dropping some out and putting some new ones in, you may not want on your after your death for everybody to get a copy of every single time you changed your mind. So that's a good argument to just restate the whole thing so that then there's just one clean set that says, here's what my final wishes were. Nobody knows what your wishes were along the way. The other reason that a restatement can be a good idea is if it's been a long time, if it's been more than 5 years since you've updated all the legalese, all the boilerplate that gets tucked in the back, you want to do a restatement because that just cleans it all up to get the latest and greatest and newest tax laws, trust laws, asset protection, whatever it is, all that boilerplate stuff. It gets just modified and tweaked over time. Once every 3 to 5 years, at least, do a restatement to get your trust up to date. What about an amendment? What if you want to change the order of your trustees or who your trustees are? You can use an amendment to do that effectively without creating other problems. One of the risks of using an amendment, though, is that after you pass away, you've got your whole trust here and your amendment sitting on top of it. If for some reason after you're gone, somebody doesn't like what that amendment says, they just throw it away. And then what? Then they still have a complete trust. So I'm just a big fan of putting everything in there and almost doing a restatement anytime you make a change, because then that's the complete trust. They can't do anything without that. It's also less confusing. You have the trust dated this day, then you have amendment here, amendment here, amendment here. Did that one amend one of the amendments or did it amend the original? It gets confusing. So I'm a big fan of just doing a restatement almost all the time. That's my preference. I'm Francisco Servent, founder of Keystone Law Firm. I hope that was helpful. If it is, you got a link down below to schedule your first appointment to update your trust if you need to update it. We might recommend you do a restatement though, but there's the link. Get scheduled for your first call.